Hi, I'm Sarah Hart and I'm the director of Drive Hart. The reason for today's video is just to give you a bit of an outline of what changes we're having to make as driving instructors to, to deal with the challenges that COVID-19 is presenting with us. There are going to be significant changes to the way that instructors have to operate. And we at Drive Hart have tried to come up with the best possible way to make that as safe as possible for our students and obviously then their extended families and for us as instructors. Let's have a chat about what differences are going to be for the instructor then. As instructors, we're going to have to dress slightly differently. We're going to be having to wear face masks, which you've all seen on the television. You know what the face masks are. We're going to be wearing a face mask. And we're also going to be wearing a face shield. I've got one here. This is my face shield. It's rather a natty bit of kit. So that's what I'm going to be wearing. And other instructors in our team will also be wearing face shields as well. Most of us be wearing gloves as well. So that's what you would know as our PPE. So we're going to be wearing all of that kit to try and keep us protected. The other thing that's going to change for us as instructors that before every lesson, before every time a pupil gets into the car, we're going to have a rigorous clean down procedure of both the cockpit, the bit that you sit in as drivers, and the passenger side. So we're going to clean down all the handbrake, the gear stick, the windows, everything will be cleaned down with disinfectant. So in the unlikely event of somebody coming into the car carrying the virus, we can hopefully eliminate that by the time the next pupil gets in. So that hopefully will give you some confidence that when you get in, you're getting into a nice clean car. Let's have a look at how things are going to change for you as pupils. The day before your lesson, you will get a phone call from your instructor and they'll be asking you about the health of your family and obviously yourself. Now, if there's any illness in the household, then we won't be expecting you to turn up for your lesson the next day. The other thing that will change is on the day of your lesson, you'll rock up for your lesson as normal, but your instructor will meet you outside of the car and they'll ask you again those questions about your health. Are you feeling well? Any illness in the family? And they might actually as well give you a temperature check with a remote thermometer. The other thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be asking you to take responsibility for some protective clothing that we want you to bring to your lesson. We want you all to bring a face covering of some sort, preferably a mask. And if you'd be happy to, we'd also like you to be wearing a face shield like the one I showed you just now. If you would like to, you can also wear gloves. That's a personal choice. Some people prefer to wear gloves, some people prefer not to. The other thing that we want you to do is to turn up for your lesson with nice clean hands. So recently washed hands with soap and water, and we will anti-bac your hands. We'll give you the anti-bac to anti-bac your hands before you get into the car. So when you turn up for the lesson, you're going to be nice and clean and get into a good, clean car. The other thing that we're going to introduce is we're going to try and eliminate as much as possible baggage that you bring into the car. And I know this is going to be difficult. For those of you that we pick up from school and drop off at home, you normally have these enormous rucksacks that you can hardly manage. But if possible, we want you to come baggage free, and that includes mobile phones as well. It might be that you have to have a mobile phone. We'll get it into a small bag. So we're keeping everything as tight as we can. Those are the main changes. There are lots of other things that we as a driving school have had to do, but I don't want to talk about those with you now, but we will be sending you a video with the 6-point procedures that we've introduced to Drive Hart. And next week, we're also going to sending you an email with the slight change to our student contract. So would you please share this video with your family? Because my main aim as a director of the driving school is to keep you, our students and your families as safe as possible, and obviously look after our instructors as well. So by changing the way we work, we can hopefully really reduce down that risk that COVID-19 presents us with. So if anyone wants to call me, I'm always at the end of the phone, happy to talk to anyone. My phone number is 0791 9488 360, and I'd be delighted to hear from you. Please feel free to call. But for now, thank you very much for watching and keep safe out there.